In a dusty town called Silver Gulch, whispers of a dark legend filled the air. The people spoke in hushed tones of a woman known only as the Scarlet Bandit. She was as fierce as the wind that howled through the canyons at night. With long black hair that flowed like a river of darkness, skin white as snow, and piercing blue eyes, she was a sight that no one could forget. Standing 5 feet 3 inches tall and weighing 150 pounds, her curvaceous body was cloaked in a striking black and red outfit that made her look both alluring and dangerous. The Scarlet Bandit had become a ghost in the minds of the townsfolk. They remembered the terror she unleashed with each deadly act. No one knew how many lives she had taken since she began her killing spree at the age of 16. In those 11 years, she had become the most dangerous woman in the world, killing men, women, and even children with chilling indifference. Her signature was to leave her victims unrecognizable, their faces blown off and their identities erased. The law had tried to catch her, but she was always one step ahead, slipping through their fingers like smoke. One fateful evening, a weary traveler named Tom rolled into Silver Gulch. He had heard of the Scarlet Bandit, but never truly believed the stories. Tom was drawn to the town saloon, hoping for a drink and a chance to rest. As he entered, the atmosphere changed. Laughter faded, and eyes filled with fear. He could feel the weights of the stories pressing against him. "Did you hear?" a man whispered to another in the corner. "The Scarlet Bandit is near. Just last week, she left her mark on a town south of here. No one knows who she'll strike next." Tom, intrigued by the tale, took a seat at the bar. "What makes her so scary?" he asked the bartender, who was polishing a dusty glass. The bartender hesitated. "She takes pleasure in killing. They say she lives for bloodshed. Some say she's a seductress, using her beauty to lure her victims close before she strikes." Tom felt a shiver run down his spine as he imagined the woman in black and red. He chuckled nervously, trying to shake out the fear. "I'll just have a drink. I don't believe in legends." The bartender filled a glass and slid it towards him. "You might want to think twice about that. Almost everyone in this town has lost someone to her. You should leave while you still can." Ignoring the warning, Tom took a sip and scanned the room. That's when he noticed a woman sitting at a table alone. She wore a duster coat that billowed like a storm cloud, and her black and red cowboy hat tilted slightly, casting shadows across her face. She had one eye visible, the other hidden behind a black eye patch. As their eyes met, Tom felt as if he had been struck by lightning. There was something magnetic about her. The aura around her was electric and dangerous. The saloon seemed to fade away as he stood up, drawn to her. When he reached her table, she smiled, a wicked, enticing smile that sent chills down his spine. "Care for a drink?" she asked, her voice sultry yet chilling. Tom gulped. "Sure, what's your name?" Her blue eyes sparkled with mischief. "They call me the Scarlet Bandit." His heart raced, the stories he had heard suddenly becoming very real. You're the legend? He stammered. She leaned in closer, and the sweet scent of her perfume mixed with danger wrapped around him. Do you find me frightening? Tom swallowed hard. I don't know. He could hardly breathe under her gaze. Fear can be thrilling, she said softly, playing with the edge of her bandana. There was something almost hypnotic about her presence. But you shouldn't fear me, Tom. How do you know my name? He asked, suddenly feeling very small. I know many things, traveler. I know about your past, your wildest dreams, and your fears. It's easy to learn about people when you make your living, taking lives. Tom felt the blood drain from his face. Panic surged, and he instinctively took a step back. I should go. Running won't save you, she whispered, leaning back in her chair, her finger tracing slowly down the scar on her face. I could be your wildest nightmare or your greatest thrill. It's up to you. Just then, the saloon doors swung open, and Sheriff Lane, a stocky man with a stern glare, stepped in. We're locking down this town. The Scarlet Bandit has been sighted nearby. Tom looked back at the woman, who now wore an amused smile. He realized the rumors were true. A dangerous dance was unfolding right before him. Do you want to leave with the sheriff? The Scarlet Bandit asked, her voice low, almost seductive. No, Tom said, meeting her gaze again. I'm not afraid. As Sheriff Lane approached, the Scarlet Bandit stood up, her eyes flashing with excitement. How about a game, Tom? A dance with danger? Before he could respond, she winked and vanished through the saloon doors, leaving chaos in her wake. Tom stood frozen, torn between the thrill of the unknown and the danger lurking at every corner. In that moment, he understood that the Scarlet Bandit was more than a legend. She was a choice that beckoned every soul who dared to confront their fears. And he found himself being drawn into the mystery that surrounded her, not realizing that the dance of life and death had just begun.